Oh, I don't have my mic in front of me. I started the stream and did not even pull the mic down in front of me. Hey, how you doing, guys? It is Thursday afternoon, night, evening, whatever the case may be, wherever you are. Hello. I hope you're having a good night. I'm Big Man, and tonight we'll be working on Celestial Crash again. We're actually working on the tutorial, so we're in the middle of doing that. I got a good feeling about it. I think we're going to have something great's going to come out of this. I'm excited, if you can't tell. We'll go ahead and jump right on into it. So feel free to sit back, relax, or join on in. However you feel, let's roll. As soon as I find the right button. Professional streamer here. Oh, I won't even call myself professional. All right. All right. Let's see. So what I want to do first is I want to load in the cheering animation. So I should probably say what I want to do tonight, but it's just going to be working on it, and I've got to get some animations in, and I've got to put some text and speech bubbles. So there's a number of things to do, and I don't know how much I'm actually going to get done with tonight. But let me grab an animation I want to bring in. First, I need to set this guy up. He didn't turn around. Oh, because I didn't hit it. Oops, I might have messed that up. We'll see. Because I know if I go too fast, it'll twist things up in the animation for some reason. If I don't load them in the right, if I don't load the things in the right order. All right. Then let's go ahead and bring that into the animation and see how this looks when we actually run the game. Oh, I need to make it. I think that's going to work, other than he's looking in the wrong direction. I might have to take that into Blender and make some changes to it. Let's see. I don't know why I went there. Okay. Yeah, that works. It's just he's looking in the wrong direction. And I wonder if I should make him a little bit faster. Check one thing real quick here. Okay. All right. I might run some tests on a couple things later. I'm wondering if my redeems are actually running. Okay, but anyway, back to this. So what do we got to do to make this look more natural? And I've got another wave animation I might try as well. Yeah, I want him to look forward. Also, let's see what it looks like if I up the speed on him, like rising up. I might like the faster version better. Let me bring in that other wave and see if that's any different. I think it might be the same thing which I don't understand why I have 2 copies of it. Hey, yo, Nizzy, what's up, man? How you doing tonight? Oh, you gonna hit lurk? Okay, it's all good, man. You take it easy and have a good lurk. We're just gonna eat dinner. Start. All right, man. You have a good dinner. Same here. I've been checking you out. Good to see you back streaming, man. To pop in when I saw. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I kind of like the fast pop up. But I should set this up after this one. Oh, this one might actually be the right one then. Look at him. He looks like he's looking directly at you. So let's make sure we set this guy up right. This is right. It saves me a lot of work. There we go. I like that. See, I knew cool stuff was going to happen tonight. All right, so next we need to, he pops up, maybe we make him wave for just a little bit. Yeah, so the next one, he pops up, we do like we do the bubble, we do the talking bubble, and then we do like a timeout for the wave before he just goes to idle, which I need to grab an idle animation. So let's see. Jump on over to the code. trying to think if I'm forgetting anything. All right. Opening. And do. Void tutorial. I can type tonight. Tutorial opening intro. And here we can have the speech bubble pop up, which we need to go ahead and set that up. We may have to resize the speech bubble depending on how big the words, how many words there are. Make it so it stops after this guy. We can go ahead and set the timeout for the animation. Just thinking about a couple things here. Let's see. I'm looking for when I've done this before. Obviously have not done it up here, so let's... Oh, that's right. I set the timer. I completely forgot how I did my own logic. I don't need to do all this. I can actually just set the timer. I thought something was weird. I was wondering why my logic wasn't, why I wasn't seeing my own logic before, how I was doing it. Or like my logic in my head was not matching up to what I remember having done in the game. Man, intro wave. In milliseconds? We'll do milliseconds for right now. We'll just do it for like a second. No, 3 seconds. A lot to do about just doing a wave in the intro, but sometimes a presentation actually matters. No, I passed it. There we go. So we'll set the timer. This is in seconds. I should match that up. Good. Yeah, let's go through this part and then let's put him in the idle state and then we'll do the tech stuff. Surprised I didn't just do the comparison. Yeah, why am I getting the... I'm getting the time and date just to compare it. I could have just done it in there. How much work would be to change that? I guess it's probably better off me doing it that way, just because sometimes I'm checking for different things. I mean, if I was really smart about it, I could make a couple functions for comparisons, but not necessary right now. If I really want to do that and go back and do it and clean up, but it's just more, that'll be more for convenience type of stuff. Should just get the animator. That's not what I meant to write. Go. Now we need to... Do I actually have an idle animation? I need to go find it. Let's go look. I'm excited. I've actually got several idle animations. I'm just not sure which one to use. I guess we'll just have to go through a couple of them. I've got idle. I've got catwalk idle. Let's see. Standard idle. Standing idle. Weight shift. Huh. I guess I should try idle first, see how that looks. Oh, I forgot to make that loop. And I probably need to make a transition between those. I really need this entry to be down here to this guy. Oh, you can't get rid of that? No, it's not what I want. Well, I don't need that right now anyway. Of course we'll do that. Okay. I mean, honestly, I don't know a lot about how to set these things up. And I know I don't need this because I'm not doing any logical transitions. I'm literally just setting the animation. We don't need cheering anyway yet. Okay, I'll bring waving back in. And this is not the way I would bring these animations in normally. But for this, I don't really have a lot of options. I wouldn't bring them in each on their own model like this. I would bring them in on a single model. I mean, I could do that if I really wanted to, if I really wanted to go into Blender and just pull the different models and pull the animations off of them. I could do that, and I may still end up doing that, just like I was talking about doing some other cleanup later about like the dates and stuff. All that stuff I can clean up. But it doesn't really make a difference here because I'm not loading each one of these models. I'm only loading the one, which I'm not. This is supposed to be cheering. Really, it could be any one of these. But I'm just loading this model into the game, and then these, they would get packaged together when it got compiled, which would make a bigger footprint than it really needs to be. So that'll be one reason to clean this up. Bring in idle. Waving. Oh, we got island already. Okay. So I got two I want there right now. Idle and waving. All right, let me make sure I get those set up right. Waving, idle. After timeout, we go to idle. And we do this. We might as well move the timer. All right, let's see how this works. That's a very laid back That's a very laid back idol. I don't think I like it. And then I got to make a transition for it. I like the way how he just like was done with the wave. And done. Yeah, I don't like that idol. We'll make another idol. And then we're going to have to figure out the transition. Okay. Which one will we try next? We'll go down the line here. What is a catwalk idol? I'm glad I got all these animations when I did, since Maximo seems like it's not wanting to help me anymore. It's not wanting to work my model anymore. I can see what these look like. Well, when I get it set up. I don't have to go through the whole thing of setting this entire thing up. Can I play it? Oh, it's not in here. I can't. Looks fine. I don't understand why it's turned around. Maybe it's just because it hasn't fully, but maybe I haven't fully set everything up properly. Well, let's get rid of this idol. Looks all right. Let's try that one. I want to try other ones, but I feel like this is the one that's going to work. I feel like that should be faster. I don't know. I kind of like that one. See what other ones we have real quick. Let's see. Let's see. We got male standing pose. That's an idol. Standard idle, standing idle, and weight shift. I think we'll be fine what we got. All right. Hey, David, how you going? How's it going, man? I lost my glasses on a roller coaster. Oh man, are they expensive to replace? I was going to ask, did you find them, or did anybody find them? But them things are probably broken. They fell off a roller coaster. Okay, next thing we need to do is go ahead and do the transition between the two animations. Yeah, they for sure broke. Yeah, I kind of figured. Is it going to be expensive to replace them? They weren't anything expensive, but now I have to focus hard. Yeah, I've been there. I've definitely been there because I wear glasses. Like, I remember when I was younger and I didn't have any money and I broke my glasses, and like just like a year of like squinting at things was just terrible. So I hope you can get yours replaced sooner than later. Let me check something. Last time with running Visual Studio, I had a bunch of memory issues. And yeah, that thing is eating up. It's at least pushed my memory to 67%, which isn't terrible, but it's not great either. The good part is you have fun. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. It would be worse if you like lost your glasses and you really had a bad day. Even if the rides weren't the best in the world, when I go to the US, I'm definitely going to try a Velocicoaster. Thing's awesome. Yeah. I've done the I'm trying to remember. I've done the one that is really high, and I can't remember the names of any of them right now because I don't even think it's around anymore. But I swear I've done the one where it's like it's supposed to be like one of the highest ones in the US, and it just felt like you went way up, and then like you just looked off into nothing. It was green if I remember correctly, and you just it was Carowinds, just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, and I guess I don't think it's there anymore, but like you literally just feel like you're looking out because it was at night, and so it looks like you're looking out into nothing. Like it's just a dead drop. But after the dead drop, you're fine. During the dead drop, you feel like you're going to die, but it may be. Okay. Because I thought I remembered like they had some issue with it and it was like cracking at the bottom. I thought they got rid of it. But is it like one of the highest ones in the US? Or something like second or third? Like it's one of the highest. What was cracking? Yeah, okay, they got it fixed. Okay. Yeah, I've not been there in a long while. One of the highest ones out there, it's a Giga coaster, or more than, but less than two. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, and it's like, past that first drop into nothingness, it's fine. Like it's nothing more than a regular roller coaster, but like that first drop is horrifying. Okay. So I want to open up another instance of Visual Studio to look at some code from my other game. I'm so scared of drops that I can't go ride a boomerang. Yeah, I mean, I've known some people. I've seen somebody pass out on a roller coaster. Like it's not for everybody. The thing I've seen that kind of gets me is when people close their eyes. Closing your eyes on a roller coaster just makes it so much worse. At least to me, because then you can't see what's happening to you. No, I mean, that's just me. If I can see what's happening to me, I'm more assured than not. Let's see. I'm going to try to open up my other project, my other game, and see if we're going to have a memory problem here. So you may hear the stream try to lag out. Because I want to see how I did merges in there. Honestly, I can't live in fear anymore. It's like when I've been conditioned to fear roller coasters, especially by my dad. He's scary. Okay, so honestly, I can't live in fear anymore. It's like you've been conditioned because he put you on a lot of roller coasters. Okay, I didn't mean to drag that down. Oop, that's not what I wanted to show up there, though. Where am I doing all those merges for animations? Okay, my memory didn't go up too hard or too much. Where am I doing those animation merges? Is that in the player controller? Oh no, my dad's scared of rides and he's kind of infected the fear. Oh, I get it. Okay, I misunderstood what you said there. Yeah. Here we go, merge animation. Crossfade, that's what it was. So okay, the animation being merged into, because you have the current animation you're being merged into now, the percentage, the layer, which can be 0, and then the offset into it. We'll grab that. We want to say maybe like 90%. After 90%, we want you to merge in 10%. Let's do that. See how that looks. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think I had that right. Sound like Fat Albert in the gang. It's Fat Albert. Okay, why is he still waving? Okay, he hasn't stopped waving. What's going on? Crossfade idle. To normalize transition duration. Normalize transition duration. State name is idle. Oh, the amount of... Wait a minute. Transition duration. See what this does. I'm always getting those settings for that thing confused. Now, David, tell me, does the oh. Okay, we can work with that. But do you think his pop-up fast works, or should he slowly pop up? Like, hold on, let's do the slow pop-up. Watch this. Watch this. Now, he popped up slower there. Now, before, I had him faster. Like that. But he just instantly pops up. Should he come up slow or should he come up fast? And I'm gonna work on the wave. Like the slow pop-up will be cool. Okay, let's do that. Oops, I didn't mean that. Okay, slow, put it back on slow. If you want to go next level, it'd be cool to have him go boop booping, then make him go boop booping. Like actual like sound boop booping, or like text boop booping. Because I'm actually gonna do text in a minute, but I was just gonna have him do like regular speech. There's a booping sound. Like a robot going boop boop boop. Like that type of deal. Cause I could do like a sound effect, like every time he talks, he does boop boop boop. Though I don't want it to be annoying. But that could actually be kind of cool. Like he's talking to you in like machine language and it's getting translated. I mean, it's essentially what Nintendo does with their characters. No, not boop booping like boring without the R. Booing. Oh, you mean he gets booed when he comes up? Like somebody's booing you? Wait a minute, so he rises up and someone in the universe goes boo at this robot that just came out of nowhere. You dumb robot. I meant like, instead of making him, hey, what's up, Robin? Instead of making him pop up and making him bounce up, he can have a spring. Oh, like a spring, you know, it's like boing yoing. I'll think about that one. I kind of imagine he's in space. So, Batman Robin has just released his game, Finding Fern, on Steam. It's great stream today, getting ready for launch tomorrow. Tomorrow is your launch. Tomorrow, people. Tomorrow this game comes out. Here. I give you a little something. Hold on. Let's pause the music. This is Finding Fern by Batman Robin, a game that is coming out tomorrow. So if you guys are looking for an action RPG you want to play, this is the game you want to get. Oh, this is the new trailer too? Okay. Up to bit with the trailer. Good, good. It obviously shows. That's Finding Fern, guys. If you're looking for an action RPG, that's your game. Support the guy who supports me, so I can have somebody I can look up to that guy and say that I emulated that guy when I put my game out there. How you doing, Robin? I know, like you said, you had a really good stream. 1 second, I'm gonna take my hoodie off here. 3 hours. All right. I can tell. All right, there we go. Just took my hoodie off there. That's 2 guaranteed artists to work on the sequel. All right. Yeah, possibly a 3rd. Okay. So you're putting together a little studio then. Sounds great, man. So I had to get the hell out of 2D. I know you've been through it with, doing 2D. I kind of get it, but it just depends on the game I want to make. If it's 2D or 3D, I want to make, I want to do. But either way, I'm not doing the art or the modeling, so I know you did. I know, but it depends. It depends on what you're trying to do. Like, I mean, and you would know more better than me, but I just feel like it depends on, like, yeah, I ain't doing any art for the sequel. Yeah. Because my thing is, like, for this game, of course, like doing 3D, it would be silly. Like, I don't see like how 3D would help this game at all. But like for my MOBA, like, that'd be crazy to do that in 2D. That's a lot of animations that have to be drawn. Where I can actually reuse a lot of these animations, all those animations for different stuff. Where 2D art, you really can't. I mean, depending on how you do it, but it's not as flexible with the animation as like 3D art is. 3D animations are. If I'm making any sense. Animation is like 50% of why I say 3D is easier. I mean, and then again, it's just a different set of skills as well. But like I say, you could be more flexible with 3D. With 2D, if you build it where it's just straight up images and you mess up, you have to redo those images. Unless you're using something like Dragon Bones or something that's essentially doing the same thing as a skeleton in 3D. 3D light is easier, yeah. 3D reflections, particles, 3D rig. But, okay, is 3D reflections easier? Because you're just drawing the reflection of a 2D, right? It may be, okay. I might eat those words. The amount of drawing is slower than dropping a reflection probe. Yeah. That's why I said I was going to eat those words. But I also feel like, can't you just take the 2D and then just clone it? And you could program a reflection off of 2D, right? I feel like you could do that instead of drawing it. You would just take you could take the sprite, copy it, you know, change the perspective and then put some effects on it, and you could still have like an easy 2D reflection without having to redraw it. Am I wrong about that? My reflections are render texture, render world space UI, raw image, flip. Yeah, okay, yeah. So you had done something like that. Okay. Then add a scrolling animation to the one. Yeah, okay. I thought you had told me something like that. Yeah. So is that harder than doing it in 3D though? The same after I set it up, but the initial setup was pain and reusable. Made a reusable prefab. Oh. That wave transition isn't coming out that great. But I know I gotta mess with the settings. The crossfade. Offset. I mean, you saw my game jam I did in 2 weeks, right? Yeah, I did. But comparably, you were using assets. Not that I'm saying that's any easier. People thought it was made in real. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. But you were using assets versus generating the assets for that game, for your regular game, for your main game. Yeah, and I'm not saying that's easier, but like it made it easier than generating assets. No, and I have no problem with games using assets, but I'm saying like in comparison to what you did for your regular game. Yeah. Normalized duration. Normalized time offset. Excuse me. Yeah, so I've actually announced the when this demo is going to be due, essentially, because I want to get it out for next fest. So essentially, I'm dropping the demo January 1st on itch, and then it'll be put up for submission on Steam at that time to go to next fest. But before then, I've got to get this tutorial stuff done, get the sound and sound effects done, get the UI redone, and then I got to play test and kind of do like essentially address the stuff that comes out of that and clean up. So I got a lot to do in 2 months. I feel like this would be... not be points, would they? Normalize means it's to 1. Well, as you can see, I'm sitting here doing some 3D animations myself. Okay, it is to 1. That looks a lot better. How does that look? That look natural, guys? If everybody thinks that's cool, I'll move on to doing the start doing the speech bubbles next. So we'll bring this. I wonder if I had to resize the speech bubble, but I think we can just bring it in as is. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I'm trying to drop it January 1st on itch, and then submission to Steam as around exactly the same time. So I've got a lot to do. Like 2 months to like redo the interface and all this UI and all this stuff. You're going to need a good month of prep for Next Fest if you don't have a Steam page yet. Yeah, that's kind of what I mean to do as well on January 1st, is just to go ahead and have the Steam page launch as well. So that's another thing I got to do. Because my idea is demo on itch, demo submitted, Steam page launch January 1st. You can set your Steam page up ahead and just push. Yeah, I know. I just have not had time to do it. It's sitting there. It's ready. I mean, not ready, but it's sitting there, and I can just set it up. I just haven't done it. I mean, that's one thing I've been trying to pay attention to. Like, I've been kind of like listening around to people's different, accounts of them do when they say do like, do your page and demo. And essentially, you don't want to have too many months in between like page, demo, launch. You always want to have like something upcoming that people are seeing in the near future. So that's why I didn't want to launch the page like, because I could have put some effort into putting the page out like a couple months ago, but I just decided to wait until I was like close to demo. Honestly, 90% of my wish list is from other streamers propping me up. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I know you would rather have like a more organic list developed, I'm sure. But there's nothing wrong with that. I'm also consulting someone who worked in magazine advertising. I've kind of like laid all this out to them and see what they were going to say. It's up to almost 1K and it's about to. So what would be like what would be ideal is what I was about to ask. Like, what would you rather see? What numbers would you rather see? 20. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, sure. If you could get 20K, but I'm saying like, is that realistic? Like, what would you want to realistically see? Consider this about 25 attention sales, so only about 300 sales. Yeah. Yeah. So sales, I would say. So for okay, so 3 to 5K is what you would want to see. Okay, okay, that makes that makes sense. Okay. As an indie, yeah. Yeah, of course. Of course. Because like I said, I'm engaging with this woman that has done magazine advertising, seeing if I can find a way to push, what do I have to do to push people to that page during that month, those months from January on. I really like Final Fern to be able to fund Final Fern 2. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's kind of the dream, like having your previous game fund your next. I hear you on that. Do you mind sharing how much you spent on finding Fern? You don't have to if you don't want to. Because I've been putting a bunch of money into the MOBA. This game right here was really cost me nothing. It's only cost me like $50 for initial UI work. But like the MOBA, I'm probably like thousands in put in like in budget for that, or like have put thousands into that. It's impossible to tell how much I spent on assets and art and actual time spent in them. Well, I'm not counting like my time or like the machines I'm using like right now, since they're used for other things. But like actual like money I'm putting in, like I can calculate how much I put in for the MOBA, and I know exactly how much I put in for this, which is going to grow because I'm going to find people for the sound and the UI. Because I know when I say I wanted to fund the next game, I'd like it to help me survive. Yeah, of course, who would not want to like live off making the game? Like, no, I mean, I sound like I'm being facetious, I guess, but I exactly hear you. I would love for like this game I'm working on right now to blow the heck up, and like fund everything, and make it so I don't have to have a day job. Not a day job outside of this. Working for free. My main artist is going to revenue share, but I've known him 5 years. Also, fresh is good. Good. Okay. All right. And I know you've built up a lot of goodwill, and you do tutoring. Because I almost referred somebody to you as well, but I never heard back from them. Because they were looking for someone. They were looking for somebody to mentor them. And I was going to refer them to you if they hadn't Yeah, exactly. Oh, I know. I know. Yeah, but I was going to refer them to you if they hadn't found somebody else. Okay. Got a bubble to start building. That's good. Seven seems good. 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 No, no problem, man. Every once in a while, I come across people who are like looking for somebody to like show them, like they're interested in game dev, but they don't know how to get started and stuff, and they're looking for somebody to teach them instead of like looking online. They'd rather have somebody like educate, have somebody they can talk directly to, that type of thing. So if I hear about it again, you know, because I'm in a local dev group, and I was just like the other day, it's not easy to convince people you know what you're doing if you have fully released games. Of course. But it's like I was like at a local AI group, and I just started talking to a dude, and he was interested in, and I just mentioned, you know, about me doing game dev, and he was interested in getting into Roblox development. And I know some people locally that do that. They actually make money doing it. They have their own company, and so like, you know, I hooked them up to talk to that person. So, you know, I run into people like that all the time. Yeah. I know. But hey, it's still a platform that makes money, and there are people that want to get into it and learn how to develop. That wasn't the guy I was going to send to you, but you know, I was just saying, like, I run into these guys all the time. Like the Cleons in Star Trek, you may be an asshole, but you're our asshole. You gotta have assholes around, man, because they'll tell you the truth. They'll tell you when you're full of shit. And sometimes people need that instead of getting sugar-coated stuff sent to them, sugar-coated stuff fed to them. I'm all for that. More truth all the time. Okay. I was going to bring in. I can't remember where I put that stuff. Because I also do, like, you said the thing to me that I was already saying to myself one day. Well, when you said about my UI looking kind of poor, and I was like, I knew that, but it was like he confirmed what I already knew, and I appreciated that. I was saying you confirmed what I already knew. Like nobody else is willing to say it. Yeah, done some work. Chat is always distracting. I get 2 raids early and barely get anything done. Sometimes you need to have some. Yeah, exactly. Because I've in the past, like especially doing this where I play other people's games, you know, sometimes it's just not received well, even when you mean it well with other developers. Like when Niv gave me feedback on my game and sent me into 6 months of art passes. So when Niff gave me feedback on my game and it sent me into 6 months of art passes. Oh, like you redid your art, or you redid your art processing? Cause that's also happened to me with this game. I took it to a local game meetup, game dev meetup, and people were playing it, and like they played it in ways I never thought of, and so it made me go back and redo whole parts of the game. Redoing your game art. Okay, gotcha. All right. But yeah, I wouldn't be here if I hadn't gone. I wouldn't be here redoing this stuff if I had not gone to that game dev meetup and have people play it and be like sitting there like confused, like trying to click on the screen. And like I'm like, you just have to move over. You just move over the crater to make a planet, and then like they wouldn't move the planets. They would let the planets like sit on top of each other. I was like, wait, that's you have to build a chain. So it's like you see it when you see other people actually play it. You get to see how where your thought process wasn't fully maturated. Is that right? Maturated? I don't know, mature about the process or your mechanics, stuff like that. Oh, did I already put it in there? That's right. I already had it in here and I was looking for it. There it is. Let's take this down.
They push, they shove, say I'm too weak. But if they knew, they never speak. They laugh, they lie, call it a game. But all I feel is
These tutorials are the ones that step-by-step guides over the user without opinion. But I skip over one. Even Lana, when she first started playing, FF had a limit of info she was willing to take in, and skipped all the tutorials. It made me remind me how I presented the info to the player. Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah. Okay, probably need to clean that up a little bit. It's gonna be like that, but I'll fix it later. Plus, I didn't realize this was gonna have an outline. Oh, it could work. Should I get the text effects involved in this? Well, let's at least get the text working first, then we'll worry about it. What? Just the bounds of this. I need to go ahead and copy. The fonts from the rest of the game. Whoops, didn't do that. Oh, hey, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Also, I need to go ahead and copy those. Hold on, before I get too deep into this. Right. Let me just copy this. How long have you been affiliate? I guess you've been slacking on streaming, just wondering about the follower stream time ratio. I thought you had more followers. So I've probably been 3 years, but I messed it up when I was first started. So what I was doing was I was doing the baby streamer thing of sitting on a stream for an inordinate amounts of times, if that's the right word, like 48 plus hour streams, not talking. And I literally had somebody who knew who I met when I first started streaming come in and was like, yeah, it's different. I used to come here and just hear you typing and like see nobody. Like there was no avatar, there was no face cam. It was just a no cam stream with the idle game up that ran forever. And it would just be me typing. You know, I would just be sitting here working off screen. So that's that's kind of why I am where I am. And I really didn't care about affiliate. I really, and honestly, to be quite honest with you, the only reason I made affiliates is because you kept rating me. I'm serious about that, man. Like, I don't get like a lot of people here. So, yeah. So I've just been taking it easy and just kind of taking it day by day, stream by stream. And if I got affiliate, I got affiliate. So I know the camera does help my stream. Yeah, it does. I think that's one of the things I was kind of thinking about with getting rid of the avatar. But I think my networking and Lana Cult helped me get the followers and viewers I do. That's exactly what I feel like is the strength of Twitch. It's what I didn't realize, like, as a baby streamer. Like, this is a social platform. You have to interact with different people, different communities. You have to become known just through general interaction. So that's why I am where I am now, because I'm also an introvert, and it takes me a while to warm up to just even talk, as you know, because I be lurking in your stream. It took me a long while just to even get up the courage to talk to people, you know, on Twitch. Like, it's really like a small world. Yeah, it is. But that's also the strength of Twitch. That's yeah, you still don't. I don't. But I'm also working a lot too. Because it'll just be like I came in that time and said, okay, I'm gonna go clean up the house while you were on stream. That's just me. I just have the streams up and I just be doing stuff, working, Yeah. But yeah, that's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's just I'm that introverted or if I'm just that busy, or the busy is just an excuse for being introverted. I don't know. Ton of bricks. How's it going, man? Yeah, I think that's kind of the part of the thing about being kind of this, it kind of fits the game dev streamer kind of lifestyle. Okay, how about you? I see the big man is no longer staring at myself in the pictures. But desire for success drives me to get out there. Same here. Same here. Yeah, little guy is gone, but he will always be in the back of your mind, waiting to terrorize you in your dreams. Yeah. Let's see what we got so far. Oh, actually, I meant to drop this in here. No. That's the wrong one anyway. Oh, it doesn't keep it. Dang it. Oh, we only drop one in there? Okay, there we go. These things. All right. So what's the tutorial? How's the tutorial? I heard you were aiming to get demo. Yeah. So, it's actually going really well, actually. I'll show it to you in a second. But yeah, want to get, yeah, demo. I want the demo out on itch on the first page up, Steam page up on the first, and submit it to Steam for to get it out in time for next fest, the demo. So, got tutorial, got the UI to work on, got the sound to work on, and then got a play test, which I'm thinking about putting up play test on the Discord, or really, I mean, releasing. Yeah, on the Discord. I'd rather do that than put it up on Steam right now. I mean, on itch right now. But I really would like to have sound done first before I do any releasing. I just feel like it misses something without the sound. I don't know. Let's take 50. It's been nice. It's nice to hear it's going well. It's cool seeing how the game has progressed because we've followed it for like a year, like over a year. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a year, hasn't it? I mean, it's been actually been longer than that. I remember looking at it because Robin had mentioned about it and mentioned when I started, and it was like March of 2004. But I've only been like working on it on stream, mostly. But yeah. So I appreciate your support, man. I know you always be kind of there cheerleading me, and I appreciate it. What have you been up to, though, man? Okay, 2, 1. This. Mr. Human Limits, how you doing, man? Just doing my part. I still remember when I found you random night, like in 2024 summer, and was like, remember me as your 13th subscriber. Yes, sir. Yeah. I'm doing my little two-step. I get my drink with my two-step, my drink with my two-step, my drink with my two-step. Hey, I read somewhere some advice saying like streamers shouldn't sing into the mic. Like, when you guys have heard me sing, do you think it's something that just shouldn't be happening? Yeah, he's just going back and forth. Like, this is actually how I dance in real life. I just do like a two-step, like I'm actually doing something. Come on, my singing is majestic. Come on. I appreciate the love, but come on. Don't listen to the haters. Let's pull that one out. Let's pull this one out. Let's throw a party out on this one. The one thing though, the two-step messes with my head movement. It's really not picking it up at all. One more time. Oh, I timed it. I get a 15-minute timeout? Dang. I thought I didn't get timeout as the What's that? Is it really that small? Oh, it won't get any smaller than that. Okay. Okay, so at least I can show this now. So I talked to David earlier, and he made me speed this up. So I'll show it to you when it comes up. Someone's got to come over and be the 50th subscriber. We'll get there, man. We'll get there. Because David, when I was showing it David, I had it like I had it sped up. He's like he liked it slowed down when he pops up the slow pop up. Because I had it like, let me show you the fast pop up. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think I'm growing. The slow pop up is kind of growing on me. Yeah, I like it better with the slow. Let's see, what's a good intro? I think that tweaking might be good. Tweaking might be good. Yeah. So tweening. Well, we tweening like with the pop up or with the like the hand movement? Because I am crossfading that with idle. What's a good opening phrase, by the way? Like hello. With the pop up. Oh, okay, so with the pop up, it's just straight up movement. Like I'm not actually. That's not an animation. That's not like a. That's not like a. That's not from the animator. That's from actual just moving him up. So you think maybe it needs to be. Like more gradual? Like, give me an idea what you're thinking. Yeah, you could hard code the tweening, so for example. Yeah, you know what? If I actually like worked the actual the physical movement, he would move better with the frames. It would look a little bit more natural. Hey, how you doing, David? Or nice having you back, David. You have to create the code to create the animation curve in this picture and just sample position over that. See, I'm not familiar with that. I've been doing it like hard coded. Have I done it did I do it in the other game? I'm gonna open up my other game and look at that. I used that technique to create terrain, so I think I could figure out for animation. Yeah, if you know something, please detail it on the Discord and I give it a try. I'm gonna open up my other project and see what I did for movement there, because that has character movement, and hopefully the stream doesn't lag out. The creation thing for it is public. Right, and you know I can bring it into, I know I can bring it into the script. But I'm like, how would I create it like through like the Unity interface? And see, I've never done animation curves. Like when I was moving like my characters in the MOBA, yeah, I'm using time deltas and lerp. And then multiply by percentage. So that way it takes in, this takes into account the frames, movement per frame. Right, but you're talking about in an actual animation. Like if I was to create an animation, instead of like physically moving him, or physically, quote unquote. Because it's the amount of this between these 2 points in this time frame. And this is the percentage. Yeah, you can create a curve and there's a function that lets you check the point that the curve. Oh, okay, I know exactly what you're talking about now. Okay, yeah, you're creating 2 points between the, okay, you're creating the point between the origin and the destination, and then you actually just get where you're supposed to be at in that point during the time. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about now. It finally dawned on me what you're talking about. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Like if you want to make a pre-destination, a pre-origin and destination, and then yeah, you can, yeah, that also will take into account frames as well. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I should learn how to do that. Do I want to do that tonight though? All right. I'm going to take a small break to get something to drink and be right back. Yeah, Mr. Humilimus, if you want to do that, I'll definitely look at it next next stream. Because I actually wouldn't mind learning how to do I wouldn't mind learning how to do animation curves. So we'll say any movement changes for next time. That'd be a good way to learn. All right. Um, name's Big Man. I'm here to show you. Let's see how much dogs are nicer first you feel like that. Kind of scared me. Well, I love my dog, man. He's crazy, but you know, I still love him like a child, like my child. I just want to be excessive friends. Okay, so how much room we got here? Oh. Oops. That's still readable. Around here, I think we know what time it is. Oh no. I knew it was coming. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, that one I'll give you some credit. That one's not bad. That one's not bad. I'll give you some applause on that one. Like the first dad joke that was actually kind of funny. Just pull everybody into this. Oh man, this is gonna be like a tradition. This is gonna be the hazing tradition of the stream. When new people come in, you're gonna have to make them do dad jokes, and then they'll run off, and there won't be anybody here anyway. So. we won't leave people out. That's what I'm afraid of. Okay, so it needs to be about 35. I need to move it down. We're afraid you're afraid we try to be nice. You telling dad jokes has made that official. Y'all guys are not nice. just the fact that y'all make sure I get a dad joke every stream. Okay, I see how he's scared. Somebody gonna you do a dad joke. Do a dad joke, or we'll show up at your house. Essential. If I could get a little wordy here with this. Gotta sue them all. Gotta sue them all. That's going to be a sound clip. Can I condense that down a little bit? About wanna. Press the spacebar to continue. Probably enter actually. Or should I have a symbol of the enter button? Maybe get a Shaw or Sharma sound clip. A Shaw or Sharma sound clip? I'm not familiar. What's that from? I think I'm gonna have a picture of a space bar. I might look for something that lets you crawl text. Hollow Knight. Let me see. Oh. It says Shaw Sound. What? I don't know about that one. We'll see about that one. And I've heard that too, now that I know. Oh, you sent in Discord? I know about, I've heard it before, even though I haven't played that game. I've literally like seen people playing it, or you know, watch streamers playing it and heard that shout over and over again. I'll think about that one. What's the, oh, let me see the Sharma. Did you put that one in Discord too, the Sharma? Oh, here's Sharma's, okay. Oh, hold on. All right, let's go. I can see it. This is pretty cool. All right, yeah, I like that one. That might end up being on. That I can see that one. What is this polyrhythm? Talking about the song he was just playing, or talking about the song from Silk Song? Oh, I have. That's the first I've heard of it. You have to ask Mr. Human Limits. Yeah. All right, so all right, we'll go with this. And whoops, I didn't mean that. How do you guys feel about like text crawl? All right, Tons. You take it easy and have a good night, man. But how do you feel like about text crawl in games? Like where you see the text, like when somebody talks, it like types out the, or it brings up each individual letter in line. Kind of like everything like Nintendo does. A lot of it's just like the person's talking. I don't know. I feel like I don't know if that's overkill or if I should try to do something like that. What was I doing? Oh, that's right. I need to make it so that pops up. Let's turn the sprite renderer off. I wonder if I already have a text effect for that. I have to go look back at those text effects. Okay, what am I looking for here? Okay. Let's change the name of this. Right render. Hmm. Okay. Let's see that again. Put a little bit closer to his mouth. I'll have like a little thing to tell you to hit the enter button to advance. Oh, dang, I forgot to actually set this up. All right. I'm kind of lost with my new level. I don't know how to transition from to the next part. So is that the horror game you're working on? Okay, but what are you working on? You're saying you're working on the next level. For what game? Why did that shift? Yeah, but wait, what game are you currently working on though? Wait, let's see. Okay, now it's too high. I mean, too low. Okay, I'm gonna have to move them up. I'm gonna have to change them separately. It's Geometry Dash. Oh, okay. I don't know if it's just the game, but I'm taking the level serious because I want to tell kind of a story. Okay. Like, how are you telling a story in a Geometry Dash level? Yeah, sure. Tell me. I'm definitely interested in hearing about it. I think that's right. 2 A little bit more. So it's basically you get hired by an unknown corporation to steal a gem of chroma, which is kept inside. Okay. Chroma is a dystopian country. Okay. So it's basically there's Robert, the founding grandson, who is going for president. Okay. Now, since it's not political, I made their takes like some really generic stuff anyone agrees on. Okay. That's a firm political platform to stand on. I think everybody can agree on loving kittens and puppies. Oh, I forget. Turn the sprite red off. Now, his opponent, Jerry, is heartless. He does not like kittens and puppies. How can you not like kittens or puppies? In what world can you not like kittens and puppies? Let's see if I push that to after the wave is done. That's more natural. I like that. I might take the wave down maybe a second. Jerry is already president. He made Chroma not a good place to live. He doesn't even know why he went for presidency, but he did. I feel like that's a lot of politicians, but I won't say anything else on that. Let's take the wave down like 1 second. That works. Hmm. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our input to the next. Well, let's actually see what we have to do next. I forgot. We have a list of all the tutorial stuff that we were going to set up. It's propaganda for Jerry, but none for Robert, but for none for Jerry because nobody likes Jerry, and Jerry likes nobody. Okay. Where did I put that list of things we want to do? Oh, there it is. Okay. Entrance and hello. Got that. So to get to, we need to get to this next part. We need to hit enter. So there's just incomprehensible scribbles on the wall as propaganda for Jerry, except Jerry doesn't know how to write. Jeez. Hey, so Jerry's the hold on, I've lost Jerry. Jerry's the current president. So Jerry doesn't, as a president, doesn't know how to write. Interesting. Okay. So from here, well, you do get the space bar or the enter input. So basically the plan is to steal the gem. Okay. and you go and steal it, but Jerry is in an attempt to save the gem, actually breaks into 4 pieces. Okay. Pieces will be scattered around along the level, and you have to take them back. Okay. So this your first geometry level, geometry dash level you've done? Okay, so I need another function. That's what I need. And you go home and give them to the corporation. Okay. Wait, I'll answer your question, but let me finish the story. Okay. So there will be a sequel after what happens in Chroma, and the prequel to explain how you infiltrate the city and why. Okay. You already got a trilogy going. But the prequel, I already explained in the story. So let's go to the sequel. Okay. Keypad enter, or is it return? So once you get the piece to the corporation, they fix the gem, and Robert acts nicely to give it back. So the corporation, instead of selling it for money, tells you to give it back because Robert acts nicely. Okay. And you navigate Chrome after Robert gets selected to bring the gem back to him. Okay. Let's see. Next part. So basically, the prequel you will not be super interesting thing, but the details maybe just some scribbles here and that's Jerry propaganda. The main one will be very saturated and dystopian. Okay. The sequel will be very pastel and utopian in a way. Oh, Robert turned it all around. Okay, so we're gonna have to get the text box. We're gonna have to show the creators. So what you think? I'm not the best story writer. I'm more of a music person, but I think it's kind of fun stories to tell. So it's interesting. So not all things have to have like the most amazing story, right? You told a story about so let me explain. So you told a very whimsical story about a leader who can't read, and he's led his country into dystopia, which is kind of funny and not at all based on anything current. But then you have like your actual goal is to steal this gem, and it gets broken and you got to get it. And so that's basic gameplay. What do you call it? I mean, in the movie you call it a MacGuffin, or in a story you call it a MacGuffin, but it's the standard, like, you know, this is the objective, the standard objective of retrieve this item, and then you have to retrieve for the 4 pieces, and then you go back home. But then the funny part is they give it back because the new leader acts nicely, and then he cleans everything up. Yeah, it's cool. It's your basic gameplay story, your basic game story, honestly. So it's worth doing, man. I think you should do it. It's not receiving videos. What? YouTube's saying it's got an error. Why is it saying it's not? YouTube not getting enough video to maintain smooth streaming. I did drop frames. Guys, can you hear me? Okay, I'm gonna have to go ahead and drop stream, guys. I think my internet's going down. If you guys can hear me, I'll have a good night. I will see you next time, probably on Monday. You guys have a great night. Okay, you guys take it easy. I'm dropping frames like crazy. I think my internet's about to go. You guys take it easy. Have a good night.